Hello and welcome to the Col Social Sessions on a Monday evening here in the UK. Tonight we are back in R.G.V over in France because I fancied spring in France, quite simply. The whole idea of this evening's ride is it's a real steady ride. It's not easy necessarily, but the pace will be consistent. So we will be starting out around 1.5 watts per kilo. In the world of Zwift, that means everything. It's a flat circuit with a few very small undulations towards the back end. It's not particularly hard, it is quite fast. Generally, these rides have been run off well over 30 kilometers an hour, which isn't dissimilar to the sort of speed you'd be doing outside in real life when you compare the sort of effort you're putting in here on similar terrain. Right, let's go and see where everyone's from this evening. It's looking like people are from all over the place already. We have people from Colorado, clearly from Germany, Denmark, and Cornwall. Let's say hello to everyone in the world of Zwift, and if you are watching on YouTube and you want to say hello, that's also very much appreciated. Let's set the tone for the sort of ride. Ready to roll gently off the line. Really gently. Where's the word? Where's the letter? Gently off the line. Loads of people from, quite a surprising amount of people from Germany tonight, and the Netherlands, and from Oxfordshire. Do not drop me. Please, I'm aiming. I will. We've got 3 more minutes to type this out. Staying under 2 WKG throughout. We also have a sweeper. Look out for my Opie. I should have warmed up my typing, shouldn't I? This is really slow. This is the slowest I've ever typed. Who will be riding at 1.2 WKG? Are we all okay with the pace of well, if we're all okay with that, we can get going, can't we? Just 90 seconds to go. I'm going to pop my fan on. My fault for putting it so far away from me, isn't it? Hello from the Scard. People from all over. California, Ireland. Who would have thought 15, 20 years ago you'd be sat in your shed, in your living room, in your bedroom, anywhere, riding with people from all over the world? That's quite cool, isn't it? To be honest, who would have thought this 12 months ago that we'd be doing this? It's certainly changed things, hasn't it, this last 12 months? But that's good. Change is good. Ceramics speed race tomorrow. Nice. Looks like we've got loads of people that are understanding exactly how to use this ride correctly. It's not meant to be flat out. This is meant to be enjoyable. Social. Even. We have people from absolutely everywhere. How cool. And if I say that one more time, I sound like a parrot. Who's got the playlist going? That's a good one. Right, let's focus on control leaving here. Let's Keep it. Where are my watts? I need to know that. And it'd be quite nice to have a slightly different view, I think, of the bunch. I quite like the view on Zwift when the rider is looking back. If I can remember which button that is. There we go, 6. 6 on your keyboard. Omar, evening all. Right, let's throw out some ride-ons as well. Who had a good weekend? I can see our sweeper has a red beacon. He's wearing a red beacon. Oh, Mark. Mark's had a dose of COVID. A dose, I'm not really sure that's the right phrase, is it? Henning's enjoying the playlist. So the musical playlist is made by everyone over at Zwift. I'm not going very hard at all at the moment, am I? I'm doing 1.5, so... Yes, Ashley? Yep. It's for everyone. Why is Alex still wearing his outdoor winter kit? I happen to know that Alex is not actually wearing an outdoor winter kit whatsoever. Eric's done the Cape Absa Epic. Well, the only problem with that view is it's actually quite hard to see who's ahead of me. So let's have a little look. Ah. You'll soon gain it back, Mark. Why am I not getting exclamations? It'll take a couple of months to recover from an illness like that. To fully recover. Oh, the Zwift is brutal. How many rides, hours, KMs did anyone ride this week? I need to go a little bit harder, don't I? Stick to my promised just under 2 watts per kilo. I like this pace. Everyone else happy with the pace? Some big riding weekends coming in. You think by now it'd be possible just to ride at exactly the correct pace without really having to pay that much attention, but it turns out I still can't do that. I still start to get dropped. Great pace, good. Well, I'm glad everyone's enjoying it. Ease into the week. Is my thought. Right, it's looking like our sweeper has a little bit of a job back there, which is good. That's what she's employed for. She's not employed at all. That's what I've asked her to do, and she enjoys it. She's very good at that. The job of a sweeper on Zwift is to encourage everyone to finish, make it round, to enjoy, to pass on tips. And I can't think of anyone better to be doing it. Somebody has 8 pairs of Col bib shorts. That's a lot. Graham's cheating on his usual ride, straying from his loyal group that he normally rides with. I've been out on my mountain bike, as Barry's asking. Oh, spell his name correctly. What's happened to my typing this evening? It's not just this evening, is it? We all know it's not just this evening. Favourite route for me, this one. It's fast. It's good. It's an ideal warm-up. For the Wednesday evening. You could do a nice easy ride on a Monday evening, or a steady ride like this one on a Monday. Then you could do some sort of interval training tomorrow, back that up with another interval session on Wednesday evening, day off on Thursday, and then you could come to my brand new Friday ride, which is going live for the first time this week, 7:10 GMT on a Friday morning, obviously. Ooh, riding up Mont Ventoux. Dennis. You'll want to focus on your FTP for a session like riding up Ventoux. If riding up Ventoux at the end of May is your target, it's a good time to start thinking about that, just over 6 weeks away. And sustainable power. And as Cheryl says, mind over matter. live on with the pacing. Big, long, hard efforts like that, they're going to be potentially an hour and a half or more. It's probably worth calculating. It might be worth calculating how long it's going to take you, how long it will take you to climb it and start estimating your power and pacing. Job says the last part is easier. Although you'll be tired. Mike is asking for some waves back there. That's not something I really ever use. Need to use those more. A nice chart on the net from Bedouin. It starts off easy 4 to 5k, and it's tough through the forest. At the chalet, get coffee and cake, and the last 6 are with hope in sight. There's a lot of hoping on that one, I think. Is everyone up front? Playing nicely with the power. There's nothing worse than organising a ride when no one sticks to the power numbers. They either go, well, just seriously too hard. That's the worst thing that can happen. You never catch up on Zwift. We were talking about it today. It's almost like having an eternal cross tailwind in a race, like in a race scenario. If you ever watch the echelons when the bunch is split and you have those diagonal lines across the road, that's generally because there's a cross tailwind. You get it to an extent in a crosswind, but a cross tailwind is much worse because it's difficult to make the distance or to make the difference from one group to the next. Everyone's maxed out, everyone's riding as hard as they possibly can in the wind and on the front. And unless you're some sort of superhero, it's very unlikely that you're going to overcompensate for that. Hi Simeone. I have some good news for everyone. News. On Friday, a 0710 GMT ride designed to set you up perfectly for the weekend. Oh. Can you see all my typos? And we have special guests lined up. Friday's ride is a 40-minute workout, not 400-minute, which is what I've just put there, with intervals to help you feel better at the weekend. Which is very important. It's sort of like openers. If you ever have raced and you've ever had any coaching, you'll have often been given some sort of opener session. We're going to run a 4-week rotation of some of my favourite opener sessions that I've ever done over the years. Feel better the weekend. What else do I need to say about Friday? It's not an exhaustive session. You'll feel better after. Before. Guaranteed. Can I do a smiley face? Sort of. Time for some ride-ons. I'm always at the back. I'm so far at the back. How am I so far behind you? Let's see what Simon says. I've just seen him on the map in the world of Zwift, just up there. Not on my group, back here with me. Well, I'm sticking to the 1.5, 2 watts per kilo. I think it's quite important. That's what I advertise the ride as. Although it would be tempting to go really fast. Okay. Given. I thought so there you go. If you do join the ride late, you can just be teleported straight to the front. How good is that little map feature? You can literally zoom in on everyone, find out where everyone is. If you're using the companion app, it's all there. We can see the group is quite lined out. Quite strung out. How many watts have I averaged? I'm averaging 115 watts right now, and around 1.5 WKG. If that helps anyone. One. And when I get to 2Ks to go, to 2 KMs remaining, I'll let you know how you can win a prize. Great recovery pace. Well, it depends on your fitness. However, I'm sure for a lot of people that is the appeal of this ride. Not getting too hard, just riding with other people, enjoying a virtually social ride. Ouch. And glad to hear it. Simeone. Oh. My iPad doesn't want to spell that. How is the sweeper? Let's find out. Let's see how everything's going. How's the sweeping going? You're clearly in a little bit of discomfort there over the weekend. Recovery from the relentless northwest Cornish winds. It was windy this weekend. Was definitely windy. Nice maker. Nice. Nick says it's definitely a breeze compared to the winds in Richmond Park. I can only imagine. Right, where am I? Where am I on the map? Here we go. We've got quite a long train of people. Absolutely miles ahead. Who is actually leading? Stromer? Stromer? How hard's this group of people up the front going? There's a load of them. We'll let them carry on. Yep, it was a dry weekend. I didn't think it was going to be. I went out dressed in all the waterproofs I could wear. And I was hot and sweaty. It's a little bit like riding the turbo trainer. Right. Wednesday evening's turbo trainer session. Who's joining? Heading into town for a bit of shelter. Forecast is great for Wednesday. This there about Wednesday? I was about to ask. People. Don't tell everyone it's nice weather. I want everyone indoors suffering. Although it's dark outside by the time we get to these sessions, so that's okay. Right, we are just over halfway. That's a shame, Nick. Right, should we find out what we are doing on Wednesday? Yes, Alex. Outside in the sun. Then indoors. Oh, we've got a bit of a climb here. One of the few climbs on this circuit. completely agree with Nick there. Only proper climb of the day. I'm not getting over 2 watts per kilo. There we go. Turns out I have no problem with riding gently. Relatively. It's all relative. Wednesday evening. I was researching the ride earlier. Since we've mentioned Wednesday. An hour with, let me read it out to you. Let's not make any mistakes here. It's one that I'm proud of. It's a session. Right, Wednesday evening. It's going to be a painful one. Right, 2.5 minutes at 95 to 105% FTP. Then a 15-second surge. Let's put that one back. So all the important information is stored. Then a 15-second then 2 minutes endurance. Repeated 9 times. That's Wednesday. So it'll be tough. But manageable. That's a good idea. $10Ks to go now. It's starting to feel quite warm actually. I do have the fan on its lowest setting. Like a gentle summer's breeze. Partly because I didn't turn the heating off on a Monday evening. Which is fine for me. I quite like rides like this. I'd love to know rides, goals, anyone would like to share with us? Mike is doing a very good job on the sweeping, keeping her group together back there, I can see. Where am I? That's what these rides are all about. Riding as a group, making sure everyone gets to the finish. Where is my sweeper? There they are. It's not what I wanted to do. Press the wrong button. There you go, lots of talk of different events. Some scary sounding events actually. "400 miles in Death Valley." Death Valley, Tourmalet. Oh, where's the U? Pan Celtic. Von 2, Alpine Climbs, wow, it's good to see everyone's got some really crazy events lined up. Somebody's nearly been washed away, and that's not a laughing matter, is it? Getting washed away in Death Valley. 10,000 miles, Holland and Belgium cycling trip in June, a Pyrenean Alp in September. I guess you don't mean a Pyrenean Alp, you mean a trip to the Pyrenees and the Alps. That is cool. Some huge goals. Some huge goals. It's a goal just to go abroad if you live in the UK right now. To see the sun. Les hopes he doesn't get swept away in Death Valley in a torrent or deluge of water. Seems like a reasonable thing to wish for, not getting washed away. And that would be a huge week of cycling. Sporty from Brittany, over on the ferry. Lots of exciting plans. I like having a target to aim for. A trip. Personal goal. Simon's going for the Tour Britain, Simon Creasy. We have 7 KOMs to go. All feeling good? We have a mountain bike behind us. I've not tried the mountain bike on Zwift yet, and I'm not sure why. I spend all my time doing it in real life. Ten KOMs to go for the sweeper group. They're doing a good job back there. Good going. Some really beautiful rides coming through. Lots of nice encouragement as well. Rollers are interesting. Slow up. Fast down. $36k an hour. I always think in real life when you have roads like these, ever so slightly undulating, if anything it's faster than a genuine flat road, just because you get a little bit of shelter from the wind. You gain a lot of momentum, propels you up most of the next side of the climb, or the drag, or the gradient, however you like to phrase it. Who's that up there? Ah, Alex, in my front group there. Georgia at the back, Cycling Talk podcast. Have I given her a ride on? I have now. Simon's already had one, can't have another one. I'm now zoomed out too far to throw them out to the entire group. YouTube, are you listening to the playlist? Does it need an update? Now after, what's this, is it week 7? I think we're on. I feel like we potentially need to shuffle it around a little bit. I also, very good point, Micah. Very good point. Box Hill. Box Hill is a little brutal. The first few weeks of these rides, we did tackle Box Hill on the Greater London Loop, and whilst I think it was really good, provided a good challenge, I think it was hard for the ride not to break up. And you know, some people ride at twice the pace they were perhaps even meant to be riding. That's the nature of these rides. Whereas these flatter loops, I do feel it is ever so slightly easier to ride along in a group together. IRL is easier. Box Hill is definitely tougher on Zwift, but I think that about all of the climbs I think it's harder on Zwift. Someone's loving the Col kit. It's good. Have you unlocked it already, Simon? Simeon? Unlocked. And I'm glad to see that Steve agrees with me as well. Right, we have just over 4.5 kilometres to go, which would be the perfect time to attack if you were into that sort of thing. and it was a race, and it wasn't a social, steady evening ride on a Monday. But since it is all of those things, please do not attack on the way into the finish. Wednesday or Friday. If you do join late, you do not unlock the kit. Hydration, ventilation, motivation, determination, can't spell. That's all you need for the perfect indoor ride. That is the key. Ooh, Joachim is on the mountain bike. That is hard work. Definitely, because it is not a banded ride. We do not keep these rides together. I don't think that shows the use of much skill. What do I think of Van der Poel? Special. Very, very special. I'm a big fan. Van der Poel, not so much. If he used his legs as much as he uses his mouth. Such an exciting rider, and I don't know, he doesn't seem to carry the same arrogance as a Van der Poel, which I think is the reason why I prefer Van der Poel. It just seems more grounded. I think is good. Right, just over 2k to go. Best racing. Ooh. I've seen 4 years. Right, 2k to go. So to win a cap, 2 will be selected. Simply drop a comment on my ride after tonight, and I will randomly choose 2 people to win a Le Col cap. can I not select the paste? Copy. Stephen, I don't think having computers on a bike or not is going to make anything. Yes, no, I'll. Stephen, I honestly don't think computers, power meters, changes racing. Maybe in a Grand Tour. Yeah, I genuinely do not believe that computers have any actual influence on a bike race. You still have to respond to everything that's happening. It's a guide at best. Right, when we get to 1k to go, I will repeat. I'm going to do it now. I'll do it towards the end. Keep going, everyone. Make sure you all get to the finish. This will set you up for a good week. This ride will help set you up for a good week on the bike. See you on Wednesday for some specific training if you're free. Same time, 18:10 GMT. I love the messages at the end. Obviously I'm easing down a little bit, make sure I don't go too hard over these final climbs. And Friday morning 07:10 GMT for 40 minutes weekend tune up if you're keen. Thank you everyone for riding, joining, and for messaging. I will keep going. I will still ride until we are all across the line. Huge thank you and massive well done to all newcomers tonight. Hope to see you again. This group is always controlled, I promise. Control is everything on this ride. Sorry for the slow talk, YouTube. Most of us are on the companion app over on the internet, on the Zwift app, so I think it's just quite important to pay the attention to that. Right, I'm going to continue riding for a little bit. I am going to press stay here. I'm going to continue talking as well for a little bit longer, just for a few more minutes. Let's see how is Micah getting on. How's Micah doing? What I'd love to do is just do a U-turn really, but I'm not sure I dare. Let's pop that message about the caps out there one more time. throw out some more ride-ons. Can't quite do it that way. Go back to there, pop back to there. We have a nice little group here, look at this. Everyone behaving nicely. I've blitzed through an entire bottle of water. And the significance of that is I'm not trying that hard. You can see my heart rate's 100. And that shows you just how important hydration is when indoors. I am sweating. It looks like it's 17 degrees in here. Looking at the thermometer just over there. Right, YouTube, I feel you probably have gained everything from this ride that you stand to gain. If you would like to win a cap, you've seen the prompts on screen. Leave a message on my Zwift ride over on the companion app. A random message, say whatever you like. I'll get back to 2 of you, randomly selected by some sort of online internet randomizer. Thank you very much for watching. Wednesday evening, 2.5 minutes, 95 to 105% FTP, 15-second surge. Sort of like doing a lead out, then a sprint over the top. Then return to a base level of mid-zone 2 effort. It's not quite recovery. You won't recover fully between each effort. They will accumulate. They will get harder as they go on. Nice. That's cool. He's picked up his kit. Right, oh, that's a private message I see. There we go. Respond to that one in a minute. So yeah, it's just over an hour and 2 minutes, I think. And then Friday morning we have a weekend tune-up. That ride's going to make you feel really good for a Saturday ride. It starts at 7:10 GMT. There will be a live stream that will go on at 7:05 GMT. Have to set my alarm for that one. Well, I'm quite looking forward to that. I think it'll be a really cool, really nice way to start the weekend. You could even discuss breakfast ideas for afterwards if you like. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. See you all again on Wednesday or on Friday. That's it from me. Bye for now.